There we go. Oh, got a little spin going. Hi, everybody. Jack Olmstead, Port Townsend Pickleball. I'm here tonight with Stephanie Lane. She's in Nashville, Tennessee. How's the weather in Nashville, Tennessee tonight?
Much better, Jack. We had a week off of school last week. Being in the snow, we had 4 inches. That is huge for us. And so we've been off school for a week, and now we're back in it today.
The last time we talked, you were like -9 degrees. Has the temperature come up since then?
Much more. 62 degrees today. How about that?
What's the temperature?
62 degrees today.
That's crazy.
It really is.
That's crazy. So let's get right to it. 2018 MoKan. It was produced by Dink Pickleball Tournaments and Events, and you flew out of Nashville to St. Louis. Is that right?
You got it.
And do you do this regularly? Do you go to tournaments around the country? Just hop on a plane?
I do, Jack. If it weren't for Southwest Airlines, I could not follow my passion. So I'm so blessed that I've got a great setup with Southwest, so I can, I've got the A-list status, so I can get a good boarding position and just little bitty perks here and there. And then I've got the companion pass where Lee Ellen can fly with me for free. And so it just works beautifully.
That's fantastic. So let's give a little shout out to our friends over at Pickleball Forum.
Aspen Kern. Yep, he did a great job of getting that started. He got the Pickleball Rocks Player of the Year along with Simone Jardim. And his main contribution, besides being a great player and a great ambassador, was getting this, 10,000 plus member Jack forum going.
Actually, it's going to be 15,000. Okay. Actually, if you take a look right there, it says members. Right now, today, it is exactly at 15,000 members.
Oh, fantastic.
Isn't that amazing? And I posted something this morning, and there's been quite a discussion on your game.
Lob. My short lob that you captured there. That Katie was able to see coming, and she reached up there and got that overhead, and Jack went down, and she towered over him, and people have had a ball with that.
That's right. They did. So let's have a ball with the game here. Let's start this thing off right now. You guys went for gold, and let's set the stage. Who are you playing with?
I'm playing with a guy, a Memphis resident, a tennis professional, Johan Svensson from Sweden. He turns 50 this year, as I do. And he's excited about really seriously getting into pickleball, although he's going to keep his day job of teaching tennis. And such a kind, gentle, competitive athlete who I just think the world of he and his wife, Janice, who live there in Memphis area. And we're facing off against the one and only Jack Oxler from Kansas there, who's the teaching pickleball pro there at Chicken and Pickle in Kansas City, Missouri there. And his mixed doubles partner is Katie Schmidt. And I don't know where Katie's from, but I'm assuming somewhere in Missouri, I'm guessing, or Kansas, somewhere in there.
Now, Johan is supporting a U.S. Open T-shirt. Did he play at the U.S. Open?
He did. I set him up with Bill Ritchie to play in the 5-0 men's age doubles, and I believe they played 45 plus. They either got gold or silver last year, Jack. Don't hold me to it.
Oh, wow.
And then this year, I don't know the gentleman he's playing with, and I should know his name by now, but I can't recall it. But I've set him up with Lloyd Ford from North Carolina, a fantastic 50-plus women's player. They're from North Carolina, and they're going to play mixed doubles in the 50-plus. And then she and I are going to snag an event together as well. So should be a lot of fun to watch Johan in action.
Okay, so let's get on with the action here. This was not in St. Louis. Where's this?
St. Peter's, Missouri.
Okay, St. Peter's, Missouri. This is the first point, and Katie wrapped it up against the net.
Yeah,
That
Katie's
dink.
got a unique style. She's a really good hard hitter. She's obviously played some type of racket sports. If it wasn't tennis, it sure looks like it was tennis. But if it wasn't, it was ping pong or something. But it sure looks like it was tennis. And Katie is, an aggressive player who likes to hit the ball hard, and she surprises her opponents, Jack, with that style a lot. Keeping the ball low, keeping the ball in the court, and just does a great job of hitting the ball hard. But her margin for error on that one was not quite high enough.
So why don't you talk about the blue sheet that's behind you? Is it pretty close to the baseline? And did that give you any trouble?
Not really. I would have thought that I really try to, serve deep to get people on their heels when they return the ball. And it really never caused a problem at the tournament. I mean, it's got to be, maybe 5 to 6 feet behind the baseline, which I think is like maybe the minimum it should be. But, on your backswing, Jack, on the serve, you might have hit it if you weren't paying attention. You kind of had to be, aware of that. But I played in several facilities that was exactly the same blue curtain right there behind the baseline. And it looks a lot closer than, we've got enough room to swing the paddle. So it's okay. Although he's in it right there. Did you see Johan?
Yeah, I rewound 10 seconds. Look at him. He's hitting the
Jack,
the blue tarp back there.
It's a nice deep shot, and Johan is back in the curtain. But you can see it doesn't really affect him. He's just, it's not like there's a metal pole behind it or anything. There's plenty of room for it to give.
Right, there's your lob. Actually, it wasn't much of a lob.
We call that a slob.
A slob, okay.
That's a slob when it doesn't quite get past the kitchen line there. So I'm one of those players that has to warm up, and the first few lobs are not my best. But like I said in the comments, I'd like to see my percentages, Jack, for the whole day and the whole tournament, and see I'm still in the black there.
That's right. I totally spaced that out. We were going to track unforced errors and winners.
Oh, so that's right.
Let's do that with Johan and Stephanie. We're going to do winners, errors, winners, errors. Here, I'm just marking this down on a piece of paper here.
Okay.
And then there's Jack and Katie. Winners, errors, winners, errors. So when you see a winner, just let me know, and I'll mark it down, and then we'll keep track of all this stuff. How's that?
Yeah, and let's make sure that we notice that an error can be categorized as unforced or forced. So, when I pop that little short lob up, and Jack hammers down an overhead at Johan, it has nothing to do with Johan. That's when I get the unforced error for hitting up the short lob. So just to kind of clarify it a little bit there.
Okay, so we're going to keep track of it starting right now, okay? Or do you want to go back and start from the beginning? Your call.
Whatever. Let's go back. Let's do it from the beginning. Let's see, because usually the team that has the fewest unforced errors wins the game, regardless of the number of winners. Usually. Now, it may not be this game, because they get 4 let cords in a row, and I don't know what you call those. I guess that would be the winner. I guess I don't know what a let cord would be when it tips the net and goes over. So,
well, we can count the let cords too if you want. It doesn't matter.
Well, there's at least 4, and there may be more. So it's interesting that they get 4.
Okay, here you go. So I noticed I've been watching several of your videos, but you always seem to start out with a lob serve. Is that typical? Are you aware of that?
I'm just aware that I like to trade my power for depth, because at the 5-0 level, I'm not going to outpower anybody that's a solid player. And so my hope is to get a serve deep in the back third of the court and try to catch my opponent on their heels, or at least keep them back. And see, I'm hitting the ball before Katie's at the line. So that deep serve set up the return, and then the third shot drop.
Which was a good third shot drop. It forced Jack back.
Okay. Johan's going to dink to Katie here because we know that we want to try to slow the ball down for her.
Boom.
She goes for the, if that ball would have been in, wouldn't it have, Jack? That Johan was covering it, but I think that ball would have been down the line. It would have been a good shot.
Do we give her an unforced error?
That's an unforced error. Yep. There's no reason why she had to go for that at time, that low.
Right. Okay. One unforced error.
Okay.
And I can speed this up. I don't have to keep it slow if you want. You just tell me how you want this thing to roll.
You can go ahead. We see Mike Porter there is the referee. Our matches were not refereed, but Mike was nice enough to do the final for us. He's the tournament director, which I can't say enough good things about how he kept that tournament moving so efficiently. We all were just bragging on him.
Oh, you got a little let court there.
But it wasn't enough to cause a problem.
Right. Well, you're playing with these portable nets, and that looks like an unforced error. You'd say that unforced error?
That's an unforced error. Yep. That was not forced.
Yeah. Okay.
But just want to put a plug in that, Michael Porter did an unbelievable job of keeping that tournament hopping. And I even let Melissa McCurley know, I said, boy, this guy knows how to run your system and how to, with his team, with Jim Berger and Mickey Collins, did a fantastic job. And Cindy Butler, great job with all four of them.
Okay, I sped it up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, that's an unforced error again for Katie. She should have hit that over the net. There's no reason.
She's trying to keep it low, but it's just not quite high enough. So there.
Would that be a winner? What would you say?
That's my short lob, right? It was so fast. Okay, a short lob.
Well, no, he got you on your heels. You were backing up here. Look at you're coming in, and then you're backing up, and you just.
Yeah, you can count that as an unforced error on me if you want, because
really unforced error on you.
I'm hitting myself on the head, knowing that I just got my partner killed. So
there you go. Okay.
All right, and she hits that out of bounds. So she didn't hit that one in the net, but she hit it a little bit long, I think, and I believe wasn't that out?
That was out. That's right.
Okay, Johan gave the signal there.
Yeah, that should have been. She should have got that. Another unforced error.
I'm not, Johan did hit a nice deep shot into the corner, and I'm not sure if she was forced back there or not, but it was an error. So my friend told me that Jack is in the kitchen quite a bit. From this angle you can't see it, but evidently there's another. Rich Geenen told me he uploaded another view from the kitchen line, and so that you can kind of see. But I haven't watched that one yet. I worked all day, so. Right,
and you're still working. You're still going.
So was that a winner?
I think it was a winner.
That was a winner by Katie. They're switching sides, so Katie gets the big W there.
She gets a winner. She's high octane. A lot of errors, a lot of winners.
That's right.
That's how she rolls. Okay.
I will say that they both use the engaged paddle.
That's another unforced error on Katie.
Okay. Yep. They both use engaged paddles, which promotes hard hitting and banging. And overall, in general, if you were going to summarize, and we both use Paddle Tech, which has a balance of touch and power. There's a let cord, but Jack's able to get it.
And there's your lob. And he should have had that. We're going to give Jack an unforced error. Is that okay?
Okay. I think he could have taken that ball and put it back in the kitchen, and he went for the winner, and he missed it.
Right.
So, but notice that lob was not a schlob that time. It was
That's right. What is he doing here?
Jack's flying through the air like Superman.
There's no reason why he should be flying through the air like Superman with this.
Well, that's his style, and he's successful at that style a lot of times.
Well, we can count how many times he does it. Here it is. There's no reason why he should be taken off here.
Yeah, Yeah,
I
he
mean,
likes to surprise people, Jack, and go when you dink to his backhand. He likes to jump the kitchen, take it out of the air, land on the other side of the kitchen, and hit it between the two of you. That's one of his, signature shots.
Yeah, I understand that. But see, you guys are back on the baseline. You guys are back
Right.
there, and it's coming right to his backhand. He's a switch hitter sometimes too, isn't he?
Yeah, I noticed that he did that every now and then.
Yeah.
He switches his hands every now and then.
So for some odd reason, he decides he's going to take to the air. And he lands it. Well, he didn't land in the kitchen. Anyway, unforced error on him.
Unforced error.
Yeah. But he probably gets 10 points for flying through the air, right?
That's right. Nice deep serve by Johan. We're keeping it to Katie. And then it looks like I probably hit that out.
You did hit it out. But I don't know if that's unforced. You think that's unforced?
Yeah.
You couldn't get your paddle around fast enough.
It wasn't at my feet. It wasn't over my head. It was just a mishit type shot.
Okay.
Nice high deep lob serve.
And that was an amazing shot by you. Look at this.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was going to land in. When I hit that, Jack, I thought, uh-oh, that's going to be a little wide. And somehow she went for the winner again. And,
so Katie's got another enforced error.
Yes.
Well, anyway, I thought that was a great shot by you. So I didn't know it was a mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't aim for the sideline there.
So it looks like you're picking on Katie a bit. Oh. Are we going to give Johan a winner here?
Yeah, that's not an unforced error on Jack for sure, because Johan hit that ball, downward at Jack. So I'd say we'll give Johan a winner on that.
Yeah, okay. There's your lob serve into Johan's backhand, keeping him on the backhand. And Jack just smashed. We're going to have to give Jack a winner on that. Think so?
Yes. That was definitely a forced error there. It was forced. They kept us back.
Yep. Okay. There's that let cord and out.
And it calls the error. So I don't think we give Johan an unforced error on that.
Right.
Because it was forced, in my opinion.
And we probably don't give Katie a winner because it was a lucky shot. Hit the let cord.
That's kind of what I think. So let's remember that's one that made a difference in the point there.
And that Johan was doing this all match to Jack, because Jack was just trying to play Katie's side of the court, and he paid. So what do we do? What we unforced error on Jack because he's not covering his court?
I would opt to give Johan the winner because, honestly, out of respect to Jack, and he's had some success, his comment today was that, he had the stats to say, that we were undefeated. We had beaten these teams. We had this many points. They had this many points. And he knew going in that he was going to have to take some, risks that he might not have had to do in another situation. So he knew that he was either going to have to just, go with the flow and let everybody do what everybody else had done and play straight up, or he was going to take some risks. So I applaud Jack for thinking it through and trying to come up with a plan. So another unforced error by Katie.
Another unforced error by Katie. Okay.
How many do we have, Jack? Can you pause it just a second and give us an update?
We got Katie with 6 unforced errors. Katie has 1 winner. Jack has 2 unforced errors, 1 winner. You have 2 unforced errors. Johan has 1 unforced error and 2 winners.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
So total unforced errors for their team and opposed to ours is what again? 8 to 4?
8 to 3.
8 to 3. Okay. And I'm not sure what the score is, but I bet we're winning.
I bet you're winning too. Mm. That she doesn't do
Johan
it.
get the ball at her feet?
Oh yeah, but I think she caused it. She just hit it right to Johan.
Okay, yeah, in
He
the
didn't
air.
have to move at all.
You're right. So anything in the air where somebody's able to hit downward at the opponent, that's definitely an attack
Unforced.
shot. Yeah.
Unforced. A very attackable ball.
Very attackable ball. Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are humming here.
Oh, just wait, Jack. The net cords get us on this game. So dinking, moving Jack around.
Again, he's covering too much of the court.
All right, Katie drove it.
Not much. He didn't put that much on it. I think it was an unforced error. I think he should have. I think Johan should have gotten that.
Okay. It's a fair assessment, I'd say.
He's got a nice smooth serve, Johan.
Yes. Textbook strokes, Jack.
Ooh, are we going to give you an unforced error because you should have gotten that dink?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
I'm up to what, 3?
Okay. You're up to 3. That's right.
All right. That's not the number I want.
Yeah, Katie is driving, and that is not the way to play with you guys. He just puts it in a
not with the tennis player.
Yeah.
Not with the tennis pro like Johan. Johan doesn't mind those balls at all.
So Johan, we're going to give him a winner on that?
I'd say it was a winner.
That was a winner. Okay, we're going to give him another winner. Johan's got 3 winners. Johan has got it going on.
Yes, he does.
There's your two-handed backhand return, and that he looks like that was good.
But was it a let cord? No, it was not a let cord.
No, we're gonna have to give Jack a winner. Is that right?
I believe it was.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's Jack's serve. Nice deep serve, middle of the court. Oh, that was close to the line. Now this is where, you know, here.
This is where you had a heyday.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Katie is in the air, ready to go.
I wonder if she communicated with him or not, or if he just saw her going up. I don't know. I'd be anxious to know from Jack. Did she call him off on that?
No, if you watch this, he's over here, and then he makes a conscious decision to go after the ball.
Yes.
And then from this point forward, he starts to really start getting over into her space from this point forward, and you can just watch it, and I'll point that out to you. So what are we going to do? That was a winner from Katie.
That was an unforced error on me, and you can give Katie a winner as well if you want, because it's both, honestly.
Really unforced error on you?
Oh yeah, that short lob like that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not a good shot.
Yeah, I'll give Katie.
That's not where I meant for it to go.
Katie a winner. She needs a winner. She's got too many unforced errors.
Okay.
Okay. So look at, see, there he is. There he is. In the very next point, where is he going? He went from his side of the court all the way to the other. I mean,
and he hit that poach, right?
He didn't hit it. There was no poach.
Oh, yeah. Katie hit it. I couldn't tell who hit it. Their backs are to me. Did Katie hit that?
No, you hit it into the net.
Okay. I guess I was watching him.
Oh, you're watching the ball. Look at this. And I think the next point and the next couple of points, he is just getting over into her space. So anyway, what do we want to say about you? Was that unforced error?
Unforced error, but I do have to say that when somebody's poaching like that, and you've seen them do it, it's in your head that do you hit it to that person to keep them over there, which is tricking you into playing the stronger player, or do you hit it away from that person so that they can come flying through the air to hit it. So that was a dilemma that we had that we kind of figured out a strategy on.
Yeah, this is the next point.
Yeah,
you know, and look at where he is. He again is way over, and Katie's right there. He took her forehand, and it took him out of position, and you guys took advantage of it. Even took his paddle out of his hand. This is 3 point. This is 3 points in a row that he is just over in her space, and you guys are making him pay. So anyway, what are we going to do with this?
Yeah, I think that might be considered a winner, maybe, because
for you, a winner for you, because
that might be my first winner, maybe.
You took advantage of him being out of position.
But like what I was saying, Jack, when somebody's poaching like that, your eye tends to watch the movement, and so that can cause a few errors, in defense of Jack and his strategy there.
Okay, well, his strategy the last 3 times has failed. He's tried it 3 times and he's failed, but he's going to continue to do it. I think it's a male thing. He just is very aggressive. And there it's out.
That's an unforced error for sure.
Yeah, and he's off balance. He's trying to do too much.
Right.
Trying
to do too much with the ball.
Well,
it's really her ball. That's really her backhand.
Yeah, but
see how that could be. See how she's turning and getting out of his way.
Yeah. I know.
So that could have been her backhand, and that's what he said on the forum today, is that he wasn't willing to let us play Katie's backhand. He was going to be out of position and play his forehand rather than let the 4-5 player use her backhand.
So anyway,
that was his take on it.
His last 4 points, he are all, he lost. He lost the last 4 points for his aggressive style. Okay. So in his head, he might be thinking one thing, but when you watch the video, you see something totally different.
Right. Well, it's just good to know what he was thinking, and he shared that today, which was good to I was curious to know what he was thinking, so we got to hear that today. That was good.
And see, look at that.
Wide open.
Look at he's watching Katie. He's trying to figure out how is he going to get in the point. Bam. Johan just
Did you see where his feet were, Jack?
Oh yeah.
His feet were literally on her side of the court.
Right there. See, and look at his body weight is moving to her side of the court.
He's touching the line, but he's on her side. Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Johan took advantage of that.
Johan gets a winner?
Yes, of course. Yes.
And Jack, he can't have an unforced error. Just
a winner for Johan, I'd say.
So that's like 4 in a row.
Okay. Well, he gets to make up for it here because, wow, I've never seen 4 let cords in a row like they get.
Yeah. See, Katie is got some skills there. So what do we got?
What caused that error? Was that an overhead? Johan throws at the ball. They smash it at me.
Yeah, I think that's a Johan slob.
Was it just a little bit too low there? A little bit too short of a lob, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Watch. It just kind of made it out of the non-volley zone. There it is.
Okay. So it was a great shot by one of them that drew Johan off the court, and it was a defensive lob. I mean, that's kind of what I saw there. So yeah, that was in my opinion, that was a forced error because can you take that back and show where Johan is now and where he ends up when he hits that shot? Let's see if he's out of position to hit that shot. Right there. He's literally off the court.
Whoops, we didn't go back far enough. There he is.
So, okay, this next shot right here, right there. Look where he is. I don't think that's an unforced error.
Okay.
I think that's a forced error on Johan there. In my opinion.
Forced error.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got one forced. Forced. It should be a F, not an E. Okay. Okay, so you're going to serve. Another lob serve, and a ball walks on the court.
Okay.
That.
What was that?
That was, you guys were up in the no man's land, and Katie took advantage of you and just split it right down the middle. Here it comes again. Nice form, huh?
Yes.
We're going to give her a winner. How's that?
That's a winner. Did we do anything to give her that or not?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Here, let's go back.
Just making sure it's not an unforced error on me.
Here's your serve. It's a lob serve.
Okay. I don't know, Jack. I think my third shot drop did not bounce.
It didn't bounce.
Okay, that's it.
Well, she got up to the line.
On myself, I give myself an unforced error when my drop shots don't bounce.
Okay.
They're attackable.
Okay, I'll give you an unforced error.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty hard on yourself.
The winner for Katie's fine. That's a great shot. She attacked that ball and took advantage of it.
Yeah. Unforced error on Jack. He should get this back.
Yep. He should be able to hit that ball in the kitchen. Yep.
He's 5-0.
Yes, he is.
You got to hit that ball in the kitchen. And that was a good serve. You just kind of pick that up off your shoelaces.
Oh yeah. Several that day from him.
And that was Jack flying through the air, and he gets his first.
That one was worth it.
So that was a winner on Jack's part.
That was forced upon me, to say the least.
So anyway, he's lost like 5 points, and he's won 1.
I was telling myself, keep that paddle up and in front of my body.
Yeah, you don't really put it in 2 hands in the ready position. You just have it out. Is that how you normally roll?
Yes.
See, right now you've got 2 hands on it.
Yeah, but when I get to the net, I'm not going to hit a 2-handed volley backhand, so I'm not going to keep my other hand on there. What happened there, Jack?
I think it's unforced error
Katie.
on Katie's. Yeah, right there. She just hits it out.
She goes for the angle there.
Well, yeah, she puts too much power on it.
So soon here, we're up maybe 8 or 9 to 7. And they get 4 in a row. Let's see.
And there is Jack being very aggressive. We're going to have to give him a winner, right?
Did he actually hit Johan?
No.
Okay.
Johan was able to get his paddle on it.
Okay.
We're going to give Jack. So anyway, it's worked for him twice.
Winner for Jack.
Winner for Jack. I gave him a. But I'm counting the number of times he is going up there. There he is again. Oh, another winner for Jack.
Yeah, I got my paddle. I had to throw my paddle at that one. I thought it was going to be good, I thought.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
And Jack, just a quick question. Do you know why they call it the MoKan?
Yeah, I do. There's a lot of MoKan. There's MoKan heating and plumbing, and I guess it's that street that runs down the city. I don't know. Okay. You want to explain it?
I did not realize it, but everybody else probably knew it. I didn't realize they were combining Missouri and Kansas. So yeah, I thought that was great. So that was
Missouri and Kansas, because they have that one street that separates the 2 states.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm a friend with Mickey, and so he explained it to me last year.
Okay. Neat. Well, this was the second annual tournament, and I think this one went a lot more smooth, I'm told. So.
Well, Mickey's got it down in terms of running tournaments right now.
Yeah, he's also got the staff in place that does a wonderful job. It takes a team effort, and Mickey will be the first to tell you that running the tournament itself is not his strength.
Right.
But, you know, the whole idea and the whole entertainment concept and all is a great strength of his. And he had the UClick TV there, and that was good too. Was that a winner for Jack?
I keep rolling it back. I think so. He's got, look at it. He's got a nice smile on his face after this. Look at that.
Yeah, I think we kind of got it a little bit in the air though, didn't we? So we gave him the winner there. So we'd have to give Johan an unforced error, in my opinion. There. See how that ball's attackable?
Yep. Oh, that wasn't very attackable. So unforced, and does Jack get a winner, or that's just an unforced error?
Jack put it away. I think Jack gets the winner.
Okay. He's got a nice smile on his face.
Yeah, he's happy about that one.
Yep.
All right, let's see when these let cords start. There's like 4 in a row, literally. It puts them from 7 to 11, so they win the game off of it.
Oh, that was out. That's going to have to be an unforced error on Johan.
It was out. Okay.
Yep. Ooh, there's that let cord.
There's one.
What are you thinking there? It's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I go to the net and I go, okay, net, that's 2. So I gave him the number 2 sign. Jack, that's 2 now. We're keeping them back. We're keeping them back.
See, and here's Jack running in here, and it's going to take it away from Katie, and he went it into the net again. He's only made 2, and he's lost 6 points with that strategy. And you're going to take a timeout. So I guess we're going to give Jack an unforced error on that, since he kind of hogged the ball there. And we are going to
back in the action. Good job.
I think we're back. Okay, that was luck.
That's skill, Jack. You've been doing this a while.
I just clicked somewhere. There's that let cord again. Oh my God! Look at you. Are you gonna put up 3?
That's number 3. When it's a close game like that, Jack, you just hate for that to be the difference in the game. That's 3. And there's number 4.
Number 4. And here it is. Can't believe it. Game. Can't believe you won. They won on 4 let cords like that. Oh my God. What are you telling Johan that you're walking off camera?
I said, there's nothing we can do about that. You know, we didn't play that bad. They just got some lucky shots on the let cords. And so we're just going to have to hope that they don't keep getting those shots. But, you know, to credit to them, with all that topspin, that low to high brushing of the ball creates that topspin, that forward motion on the ball. That's in their favor, because if it's going to come close to the net, it's just going to dribble right on over. So, you know, it's just it's a good positive tactic that they use. Not hitting the let cords, of course, because you can't control those, but their topspin is in their favor.
Right. Okay. So I was just going a slice, right? So this is. Yeah. Whoops! I'm putting up your bio for the Professional Pickleball Federation.
Oh, okay.
There's a link in the description below, and it says here that your favorite weapon is the lob.
Yep, I love the lob, especially in women's doubles, and especially over the gal when it's not the guy's forehand that can attack me. So it just seems to be a good shot to use at certain times, and it's got to be used at the right time and not overly used. And a lot of players that I know that can use it wisely, it's a weapon.
Can you talk about your fun fact?
I can't read it because I'm on a phone. Can you read it to me?
It says when you were 12 years old, you had the privilege of meeting President Jimmy Carter.
Yes, I saved a little
Because
girl from drowning. Yep.
that's right, at the neighborhood swim and tennis club.
Yep. I was just at the right place at the right time, Jack, and her mom had taken her little swim wings, water wings off to look at the tennis ladder with my dad. They were just chatting about it, and I guess the little girl fell in when I went off the diving board. I didn't see anybody in the pool, and I went under the water, and I swam as far as I could, and I came up, and in my peripheral vision, I saw something floating, but I was trying to make it to the end of the pool with one breath, and I had already used one. I was going to make it in two, and when I came back up for my second breath, trying to go to the shallow end, I saw this body floating, and I couldn't believe it, and I thought it was like a doll or something, and so I picked her up, and she was heavy. She was a 2-year-old, and sure enough, she had fallen in the pool and did not know how to swim, and luckily I was there and picked her up, and she lived. So that was a blessing.
That was amazing. That's an amazing story that you have to share with people for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
And that's something you did when you were 12 years old.
That's right. And so my mom was a prominent court reporter in Nashville and Franklin, Tennessee at the time. And she knew some people that knew some people. And so when President Jimmy Carter was coming here anyway, I got to be one of the girls, little kids that got to meet him. And he presented me with the National Red Cross Merit Award for saving a child's life. So that was very, very special.
What did he say to you? Do you remember?
Well, it's a kind of a funny story. He went to do this, to put this little pin on my shirt, and when he went to get where he could slot, put the back on the pin, he drops the little back of it. He says, he goes, "Oh, sweetie," he said, don't go getting in your shirt for that. He goes, "Get it later." I'll never forget that. It tickled him that he had dropped that, but he sure didn't want me, as a kid reaching down my shirt, going to get the back of that pin there. So it was made him so human to me. It was great.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I think that's all we're going to do tonight. Maybe we can pick it up another time, and we can do game 2 and 3 down the road.
Yes, it was a lot of fun, Jack. Thanks again for having me, and it was a lot of fun. What was the final count? They won the game, but they did win it on some kind of a funny way. So tell us the end result there, if you don't mind, about who had the most unforced errors, who had the most winners.
Well, again, I'm going to put the stats in the comments below this video.
Okay.
But Katie, she had 8 unforced errors, 3 winners. Jack had 5 unforced errors and 6 winners. You had 6 unforced errors and 1 winner.
Woo.
Johan had 4 unforced errors, 1 forced error, and 4 winners.
So which team had the most unforced errors?
Well, I think that's going to be Jack and Katie, because Katie had so many of them. She had 8, and Jack had, so they had 13. They had 13 unforced errors, and you guys had 10.
And so honestly, Jack, it very rarely happens to where the team that wins has the most unforced errors. So I'm kind of glad that happened, because I've never seen that before. The matches that I've tracked, I've never seen a team win that had the most unforced errors. It doesn't matter about the winners, but the team that had the most unforced errors. So, that shows you that anything can happen.
Well, that's just it. There was luck involved, and there was luck 4 times practically in a row with those let cords, and that's how they were able to pull it out. Those 4 let cords, like you were saying, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was getting crazy out there.
It was. Okay, so I'm going to stop this broadcast. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to talk to you off camera too.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, Jack.